We'll see the same thing happen now. And there they go. Almost fireworks, except they stop burning when they fly up. Pop quiz. What happens when you mix up a garage door, powered one, with a zombie and a grenade? Well, obviously, you do something like this. Of course, it would be better if I actually hit him, but yeah, that's the general idea of it. But how do you use the garage door? Well, this was going to be my fireworks base. Unfortunately, with the zombie ragdolling power from grenades being nerfed, it's not much of fireworks, but we're going to make a base with it anyway, so stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoyed this base, and it's actually not just a fun base, it's something that can be really effective and get you a lot of experience for a relatively small amount of gunpowder. So do stick with me as I build up this base and show how it works against zombies, hordes, and what have you. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow me on Twitter. So let's get started. I'm going to be in creative here just to build a little bit faster. I know some people will say that, hey, but you're in creative, it doesn't count. Well, obviously, I don't want to spend hours just grinding materials and taking things out. So I'm doing this in creative. You can do this in normal gameplay as well. Don't worry, just takes a little bit longer. So I'm going to make this about 6 deep and 7 long and 4 wide. So I'm, of course, doing this in creative because that's a little bit faster for me. Clear, done, and there we have it. So now that we have here, I'm gonna line it basically with blocks. Reinforced concrete will work. If you have steel, even better. You probably want to make sure that at least some of it is steel, not necessarily underneath, but on the sides, because it will take damage from the zombies, as you will see later on. And steel just makes it a little bit easier. If you make it reinforced concrete, you could consider making the walls a little bit thicker than I'm doing here, because that way it will just last longer. So the size is fairly important. You don't want to make it longer than 5 or wider than 2, because as you'll see very soon, we're going to do something else. So we are going to take out some of these blocks as well that are basically next to it. And this is going to have to be about 3 deep. So 1, 2, 3, another there. Okay, so once we have this down, we're going to put down this. And I think it should be from that side. And this one is 5 long. So you want to make sure you don't have it too much. But once this is done, you can actually build this one in as well. And we're going to put something on top of here just to protect it. But this is how it basically looks. Now we have this. We are going to build up a platform here. We're going to do about 4 high on this side. And 4 high on this side as well. 2, 3, 4. Was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. All right, so we want them to come from the north. So we're going to make this slightly larger as well. This is obviously where we want the zombies to be coming up. So we're going to do this. We're going to put in some stairs. And actually take out this one. Like this, and now we have the stairs up. Because we want zombies to be able to get here really quickly, I'm going to actually expand this as well. So I'm going to do that. Like that. I'm going to put more stairs. So that if they come from this side, they can also get up. And of course, we're going to have these ones. And I'm going to do the same thing for this side. Let's make a little bit platform for us to stand on here, because we're going to have to be safe somewhere. So let's do it this way. Let's do it 5 by 5 or something. Is pretty convenient sizing actually. So let's do that. All right. So zombies will be coming over here, and we'll be over here, and they need a way to get across. And this is where the wedge tips come in handy. So we want to make a path here for the zombies. And the nice thing about these wedge tips, and these are the reinforced ones, they don't, normal concrete one works, but use the reinforced ones even better. Of course, you start with the normal ones and upgrade. I'm just doing this because it's faster to just use these blocks when I'm building. So we're putting them here. All right. So let me show you how this works. Let me get in ferals. Oh, okay. All right, this is how it works. They will come here. They all fall down and wait. Okay. That was let's make sure we don't get in 25 every time we're spawning. Okay, but you see they ran up here. They tried to get across because they're pathing here, and they will fall down, which is not necessarily what we want all the time. But we'll get to that in a moment. So I'm just going to build up here as well. So I have my little platform here all nice and secure. I'm going to fill out with bulletproof glass. Good way to have a bit of an eye on what's coming outside. You can, of course, fill it in completely. It doesn't really matter. Of course, have a bit of a roof. We don't want to have any pesky vultures come in here. And there, we're going to block a little bit here as well. We only need 2 white. And then we are going to put in a bit of a door as well. So we can come in and out. And do we have any ladders? Yes, we do. Let's do that as well. Let's put them here. 2 high is, well, 3 high actually is pretty good because you can jump up. Zombies don't jump up that high normally unless they're standing on someone else. And you see, this is the basic. Now, of course, this doesn't do all of it. So we want to put down, let me see, let's do an engine. Very important. Generator. One of these, and of course, you wouldn't be spawning in as why I'm doing. You'd be crafting it, but that's kind of boring. So we're going to refuel it. We're going to put in this one. We're going to start it. Now we're going to have, let's see, a switch. We're putting down the switch here. Keep it nice and safe. I'm going to connect generator with the switch. Switch to, can I see this one? Yes. So what happens? Turn it on and you see, nice and closed, nice and open, nice and closed, nice and open. So now that this is done, you can actually see if I can find my stuff. You can actually plate over this all nicely because, well, you don't really need zombies to be able to see it because then they could damage it. So nice here. And if we want to do it a little bit of the same way, we're going to do this and just to make it symmetrical so it looks about the same. It's interesting, the asphalt sort of covering it, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. So now you see, generally symmetric. I could paint it as well, but I'm only going to paint these ones. These ones have to be red, very important. If they're not red, let's say they're yellow or green or something, then when you shoot them and all the blood comes out, it'll just make a big mess, right? I mean, you don't want that, so red is good. So let's try again. So what happens now when we get in some people or some zombies? Actually, let's get some of these. Hello, ladies. Ladies, okay. Come here. Fall down. And because you see there's a gap, they don't actually fall down there. They keep coming up and out. So you can shoot them or you just do here. Close it and then you leave them. Perfectly, right? And then you go home. No, actually you don't want to do that. Actually, this is just for show. Actually pause the AI because I don't want them to do too much of damage here. So let's take these ones out. Thank you for your participation, but you're not needed anymore. So this is the basic way. But what else can you do? Well, so let's say keep it close now for now. So during a normal horde, and let me get in a bunch of them. Let's get in 25 because that's fine. During a normal horde, all right, wake up, ladies. They would be running back and forth here, well, which is fine. But sometimes you get too many of them, and hopefully when you do that, you have some of these, pipe bombs, you have some grenades, and you can just dump them down here because obviously fuel more doesn't hurt. You open this up and what happens? Now all the things that are... Whoa! Why is she... Okay, so this is not what I wanted. Anyway, now they're all down there and I toss this one and you watch them all go boom. Whoa! Oh, hello, lady. So most of them will die. Some of them might actually survive because, well, there's so many of them. And I think there were about 25. Normally, you wouldn't have 25 down here. If you only have like 10 or 8 or whatever, it's a lot easier. And these are all feral, so they don't necessarily die from one. But you see basically the aim of it. You trap them down here, you throw down grenades, and you boom them. And that's a pretty good way of not using too much of ammunition. So let's see here. Let me throw down 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to throw down 3. And I'm going to put in, let's just put in normal nurses. But let's do 25 of them. All right, they're going to walk here slowly. Ooh. Okay, let's speed it up. And all these lemmings are obediently walking down and falling down. Except one. Alright, so let's get rid of the stragglers. So we've taken 3 pipe bombs. And I'm going to put down a 4th one. And let's see what happens. So this is just 4 pipe bombs. And That was 25 of these ones, actually 24. And you saw all except 7 of them died. So we killed something like, what, 16 of them with just a few pipe bombs. And if you don't have as many, of course, they are shielding each other. That's part of the problem. But you see, I think that was probably... Alright, 2 more are still alive. Let's take them out manually as well. And there you go. So with a minimal amount of gunpowder, you can actually kill a lot of these ones. And you might think, hey, but this is kind of boring. But it can actually be really useful as well. Let's assume you have, and I'm going to show that, you have a big horde and you have some cops, some demolish and everything, and killing them individual can be a big pain because they soak up bullets. So let's throw down, let's say, oh, no, let's not do that. Let's throw down 4 of these ones. If these ones deal more damage, let's do 5. Let's get in a bunch of different ones. Let's see, let's not do 25. Alright, I brought in a bunch of zombies here, and let's see them all walk down here. And actually, these ones are just walking. Oh yeah, because I forgot. They are not feral. They are just normal ones, and it's daytime. But anyway, so they're all going to fall down here. And normally, this one would be a pain to... Oh, I should probably light the fuse as well. These ones would be a pain to kill. However, doing this way, you can hopefully... Whoa. And... all dead. 11,000 experience. You killed 2 demolisher plus a bunch of ferals and some radiated zombies just using 5 or 6 grenades, and you wouldn't normally do that. And even though you obviously have to play around with how many you can kill at once, it's really powerful. And when you don't want to do that, you just close it and it will work like a normal. Let's put in 25 and not 24 of these ones. Let's do this one. Normal ones. They will basically just be running, and you can just use it as just a regular XP farm because they'll run back and forth, and this is a pretty good way of just killing them. And if you have this many, of course, they will be able to make it across a little bit more. They will do more damage, obviously, because they'll be walking on top of each other. Once that is done, you go like, all right, I'm just going to dump down a bunch of these ones. Come on. And let's do that. And more. And pretty much all dead. Yep, I think they're all dead. So you saw 3, 4, 5 of grenades, and all these ones got killed. Nicely packaged up. So there is going to be, let's have a look, and these are construction workers that do a lot of damage to the side. So you see they have taken a couple of thousand together with all the previous ones, but it's really not that bad. I mean, it's pretty easy to repair most of this. Hang tight, I'm going to repair this, and I'm going to run this against the Blood Moon Horde, about 16 concurrent zombies. Alright, we're just reaching the Blood Moon Horde, and we'll see them coming in here. And I have closed this one, finally. Almost forgot about it, actually. And you'll see they'll be running over. They'll be bashing. Some of them... Oh, he decided he wants to go digging. That's interesting. But most of them will just be going back and forth like this. So this is perfect. So let's see if we can get back into my normal view here. So if I wanted to, I can just stand here and shoot. But naturally, that's not what we want to do. So I'm going to just toss down a bunch of these ones. And yeah, perfect. And we're gonna do this. They'll be falling down, just what we want. And now we have almost all of them down here. Come on, last of you, come down. And yep, here we have all these zombies, and bam, look at that. Let's see how many survived. None of them survived. 14,000 experience. So we can do that again. Let's let's do that. Let's not throw them down this one just yet. Let's get a couple of normal of grenades as well, just to spread it out a little bit. And yeah, they're all coming here. Let's do the same thing. Open it up. Everything is going well here. And this time we're gonna throw down and make them, see if we can do the fireworks thing. Let's toss in a few more of these ones, see if we can get them to fly a little bit more. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's toss this one down and see. Bam! Oh, they actually stop That's interesting. They seem to stop burning when they fly up. So they're sort of fireworks, but not quite. Unfortunately, that doesn't work as well as I wanted. So we do have one straggler that we can just kill. And oh, he made it down there. It doesn't really matter. Let's them just, yeah, let's see. We have this one. So I can close this one, get a little bit safer. Bell running. Let's do this again. Let's gather everyone down. Gather around, everyone. Yep. Come on, come on. Don't vomit. Please don't vomit. Oh, poor door. All right, now you're all down there. Yep, perfect. Get a few of these ones and let's toss it down. So I got a really high game stage. Game stage. Whoa. I got, what does it say? Really high game stage. Game stage all 525. Where you see they all get killed down there. So it's really good in this way because you can stand here and shoot just normally. Just do the normal fighting way if you want to. If you don't want to use your, whoa. And we probably should close that one. Just fight the normal way if you wanted to. Just pop them as they come up. And when you're ready, you just toss down a few of these ones. And a few of these ones. And open up. Get them down. And if you want to, you can just burn them as well. Whoa. I got some sound problem. That's weird. Failed to load. Alright, so there's some issue there. But anyway, let's toss that down. We'll see the same thing happen now. And there they go. Almost fireworks, except they stop burning when they fly up. But they're all dead. See, look at all this loot down there. Who's vomiting at me? Oh, one little poor guy's down there. So let's just stop here for a moment. Let's go down. See all this loot. Of course, it's a little bit difficult to go down and loot during the horde, but you can see the principle. You gather them up, give them a nice warm welcome with a Molotov if you want to, just to soften them up, and then you make sure you have tossed down some of these grenades or pipe bombs if you want to. Toss it down, and they all go flying. Whoa. I hope you enjoyed. I built this one with actually three purposes. One, I wanted to make some zombie fireworks. It sort of works. They can get shot up, but they're not going to be on fire. So, yeah, sort of fireworks. Second one, I wanted to give you a way to just kill them normally so that you don't have to use this pit if you don't want to. And thirdly, I wanted a way for my own base building where I could gather up a lot of zombies in one space, throw down some grenades or pipe bombs and kill them and get a lot of XP without using a lot of gunpowder or a lot of time. And this way seemed to work really, really well. Using the powered garage port works really well. As you can see, it's nicely protected within the wall, so it's not going to get destroyed. And when you don't want zombies down there, well, you can handle that by just closing it. So how would you take this concept and run with it? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear how you do something similar, or maybe put in some more traps. You could imagine having a bunch of dart traps here, maybe some blade traps, electric fences to slow them down so they don't beat on the sides here, because it's only, let's say, 5 wide, so you could easily put in electric fences here. I would probably do, and I was thinking about having that as they fall down, so they don't continually trigger the electric fence, but they do get hit as they fall down. And of course, there's a lot of ways you can do this. Thanks for your support of the channel, and I will see you again next time.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.